Hey, folks.
Who are you guys?
Oh, God, who are you?
Hey,
Nobody knows who you are.
That's fair.
What's going on, Keith? What's going on, Mike?
not
Eh,
much.
yeah.
If you're watching this on
You
the
know.
Nerdsense channel, that's Keith. That's Keith. He's from
Yeah.
93 Lumber. There we go. Over there.
Yeah.
Go to his channel. We're going to post it on both channels and subscribe to him and go to Instagram.
Yeah.
What do you look? This actually looks kind of interesting, doesn't it? It looks like it's like a little like ding, 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 ding. I don't know.
And if you're watching it on my channel, you should go not over there. Over there to Sean
Or to
and
Mike.
down there
Yeah.
to Mike
So
at Nerdsense. And then,
and then, yeah.
yeah.
But if you're wherever
Very
you're watching
exciting.
it, thanks for watching because you're still watching
Yeah.
clearly. But we should probably worst intro ever. That's awful.
We didn't talk about that intro at all.
No,
So
we just like let's put on
it's
both
good.
channels, but I don't know how we're gonna start it. Anyway,
You guys want to do this again?
No.
no,
All right.
we have a
We're
beer
doing it.
courtesy of Steven. Technically, so it's from Steven, but Keith reminded us that we paid for it because it was really
Yeah,
expensive.
I
Steven,
think.
I hope
Thank you.
I hope we didn't, and that'd be real funny.
well, either way, thank you. Regardless, thank you, Steven.
Yeah.
It'd be even
We have-
funnier if
we
someone
have
like
the
comments.
beer.
That was me.
We have the beer from because of Steven.
Yes.
Whether we paid for it or not, we have it.
It is
So,
Requiem.
yeah. Do you want to read it?
This is
I'll,
so
I'll
fast.
read it.
Go ahead, Keith.
All right. Yeah. All right. It's Fox Farm Brewery. Excuse me. It is their Requiem. It is a double barrel barley wine aged in cognac and bourbon barrels. It is it's batch 1 from 2022. It is 15.5% alcohol by volume. So basically, how I remember it, or I literally just remembered, we over the pandemic we used to do Barleywine reviews together, and this was one that some of us wanted to do, but Steven was like, I can get them for you, and we paid for them. And then at some point some people drank theirs, but we still have ours, so we're doing it now.
Yeah, Mike didn't even know his existed until he texted me a few weeks ago and was like, "Where did this come from?" And I still wasn't really sure. I was like, "I think Steven, I have one too." And then it was like 2 weeks after that, Keith was like, "Do you guys have this?" And I was like,
Yeah, because a couple weeks ago I was moving stuff around in here and going through my beer, and I was like, oh, I have this, and I know some other people have it or used to have it, so
this is not cooperating with me." Shit. Is yours cooperating with you, Mike? Yours is off? Okay. I'm gonna try this other opener.
You get the big one?
I had the big one.
Oh, that didn't work? Shit.
No.
all right.
Hold on, I think I got it. Nope. Damn it.
Oh God, come on.
Keith and I are having performance issues. Please hold.
Oh,
Shame.
I got it.
I almost got it.
Oh no.
Is it exploding?
Now, no, the cap's stuck in my bottle opener now.
Oh, okay, I got it. Crisis averted.
It's like watching a monkey fuck a football.
I missed you, Mike. All right, should we pour it into a glass? I'm gonna do it.
Let's do it. All right.
I wonder if they made this again.
Maybe. It is possible.
It looks In person, it looks very murky brown, kind of muddy waters. Mike's probably looks. I guess on camera they're both kind of dark. All three of them are dark. Actually, Mike's probably looks the most because you have a little bit of brown on the top from a camera perspective. But yeah, it's murky brown, right?
Yeah, it's almost like a sepia brown.
Yeah.
What?
Barely any head. Almost none. Just
Yeah.
a light foam across the top almost.
Yeah.
You can see the alcohol dripping down the side of the glass though.
Oh yeah, alcohol legs. 4 days for 15.5%. That's what I would expect. And I can already smell this thing. Once I popped the top, it was like.
Yeah. Yep. It smells like there's a lot of spirit in there, but in like a good way.
Yeah.
Not overwhelming, just a lot of it.
Agreed.
No Casper.
All right, are we smelling this?
Let's do it. We're 6 minutes in. We might as well.
I am getting some heat on that.
Yeah, you can say that again. It's like molassesy heat, molassesy booze.
I'm getting like grape and fig and brown sugar.
Yeah, fig is a good pull. Yeah, and I can definitely see the grape. Yeah, brown sugar for sure.
I'm getting. I don't know. This happened to me. I reviewed a beer yesterday that was supposed to be a Barleywine, but like the whole time I was like, this is a stout, and I get like a huge, not a huge. I get a chocolate note in this that is that is kind of in with the molasses, but it's.
I can almost see like a chocolate covered fig.
Okay,
Raisinets.
It doesn't smell like chocolate as much.
Yeah, there you go.
It's Raisinets. That's what I'm smelling. Almost
Oh.
literally Raisinets.
What's the caramel candy? It breaks your teeth. It was on like a stick. Sugar daddies.
Sugar daddies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sugar daddies.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the fig raisininess is there too. There's a lot like on initial smell that wasn't all there, but like the more you kind of go into it, the more complex it kind of comes through.
Yeah.
Wow, this smells awesome. Should we try it? Or no?
Well,
Keith.
I'm getting like for some reason from a distance when like we first opened it, I was getting a lot of like barrel like spirit stuff, but like up close I'm getting some of it, but I'm not getting a whole lot because I noticed that neither of you really said anything about.
When you were about to bring that up, I had my nose right in there. All my other noses were like I had distance. When I get my nose right in there, I get a very, very hard hit of brandy.
Yeah. When you said heat, yeah, I figured you meant like the alcohol, and for sure, 100%.
If you get your nose all the way in there, it smells almost almost straight brandy.
Yeah. And cognac's a brandy, right? Or no? Or am I thinking of something else?
Cognac is brandy made in Cognac region of France. Yes.
There we go. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
We can taste it now.
We can taste it. Cool. Cheers. Clink. I'll go down. Clink. Look at that. That's perfect.
There you will.
Cheers. This is a mess. Ooh.
That is interesting. That warms the belly right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And Keith, there's your barrel.
Oh, barrel's there. The most interesting is as it finishes. It kind of has that like brown sugar daddy thing, and then the warming of the belly and the esophagus and everything going down. Now, temperature wise, what were yours at when you opened it?
Mine was not in the refrigerator at all when you asked about this, like an hour and a half ago or so. So I grabbed it out of the box and I put it in my beer fridge. So it's been in the fridge for like an hour.
Yeah, mine's been in the beer fridge, so it's like chillish.
Yeah, so mine's kind of warm, room temperature.
So,
is it?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, are your bottles a little thin? Mine's.
It's thin.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly the palate at this point, even at relatively room temperature, the taste is being sort of dominated by the heat and the spirit.
Yeah, given the 2 barrels, but we've had other 2 barrel. All 3 of us definitely have had double barrel things before that haven't been this hot.
Yeah,
like these were wet fucking barrels. They had to have been. They had to have been.
Yeah, it is. I know it's bourbon and cognac.
Yeah.
The cognac, the brandy flavor is really, really, really strong. Like,
yeah. From a
if someone gave this to me and said it was, go ahead.
No. Finish your thought. I think we're on a delay.
If someone gave me this and said this is a cognac like cocktail, I'd believe them.
Yeah, this would be good to make a cocktail with. Actually, probably maybe like
probably.
Yeah, but like I still get that. I still get a little bit of the figginess. There is a little bit of chocolate. There's almost a little bit of an ashiness too. Which is interesting.
I was going to say there's a charry, nice barrel char kind of thing.
Yeah, there are a lot of really great notes about this beer, but I think like the barrel does kind of overtake it a little bit. This is definitely a sharing beer, as we're all the 3 of us just cracked open a whole bottle to ourselves.
I'll book mine later.
We got conclaved again.
Oh, I don't think we got conclaved. This isn't as bad as getting that as conclaved.
I don't know. Mine's like not carbonated.
Oh, mine is.
Mine's
it's
a little
carbonated, but it's carb.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's prickly for sure.
Oh, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's very almost not that.
Oh.
I mean, this isn't like a Pilsner, but I definitely have some carbonation.
Yeah, same.
It's
nowhere as bad as the table carbonation wise.
Yeah, I overall, I mean, I like this, but I don't know how much of this bottle I can drink.
Yeah, I think this is a cap it and then drink it over the weekend.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. It is. I mean, I've had beers that have a higher ABV that aren't as boozy as this. I wonder if we were able to, analyze this, what the ABV would really be, honestly.
Not 15.5.
I'm going to look up. Oh, sorry.
I said it's sort of thin. It's so spirit forward. Like
it is.
You do get sort of those dark fruits. You do get the dried fruits. You do get a little bit of chocolate.
Excuse me.
You do get the brown sugar. You do get all those things we've talked about. You get a ton of tannins. That barrel is just boom. But you get a huge hit of like almost that grapey brandy kind of a taste.
Yeah.
That char is really nice. That's probably coming from the bourbon barrel, I'm imagining.
I would assume so.
But this is a beer that can be enjoyed, but it's not for the faint of heart.
No.
All right. Do you want me to read this? It looks like it's from Fox Farm, but it's on Untapped.
Do we even say where this beer was from? Do we actually say Fox Farm in the beginning? I don't think.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So let me read this thing. And also just a side note, I looked up Fox Farm Requiem, and this is the only one that came up, so it might be the only one. In late 2019, early 2020, we found time and space to fill additional barrels with barley wine, albeit with an uncertain path. We often treat our high-gravity clean barrel program, while much smaller, like our mixed fermentation barrel program, filling oak with intention but without a singular outcome in mind. Instead, we prefer to let the barrels reveal their course in time. After a year, we identified 4 bourbon barrels from that previous winter that had character and complexity, making them particularly well suited for extended aging. At that time, we were taking receipt of a variety of specialty barrels from Europe, and after having a chance to evaluate the lot, picked out a pair of beautiful 20-year Cognac puncheons to continue aging the blend. After another year, Requiem No. 1 was bottled in March 2022. So
that would mean if there is going to be a batch
So
two, it's going to be coming out within this year or next year.
Oh yeah,
it sounds like the 2-year
if
process,
they didn't
right?
if they didn't start it before the last one, yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of aging. I can appreciate that for sure because there are a lot of good flavors in this. I think anyone watching it probably sounds like we're like a little bit, but it is a good beer. But like Mike said, it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, this is something you got to sit with. This is probably like a cigar bar beer.
Yeah.
Like also, like I'm going back to it, but like for a 15.5% beer, like it's so thin. It's at least mine is like it's so thin.
No, it's thin too.
It's thin.
It's
thin.
It's like it's like there's like no mouthfeel. It's just like it's kind of like drinking water.
And like looking at it, you would think it would have a little bit, maybe.
Just a little bit.
When it first hits, it's like a big flavor punch. So you're like, oh, this is going to be like have a little bit of heft to it. And it doesn't. It's just like, oh, okay, that's it. But it's like it makes you want. So if the Cognac barrels were used for 20 years, and they came from Europe, could they have been that wet? Oh, probably. Like when I drink this, like I get that like if you drink like straight alcohol and you get like a little bit of the numbing on the side of your cheeks and whatnot. Like that comes through. Yeah. Like this clearly like there's hard booze.
Yeah. Yeah. It must have been wet. It must have been, as to your point before, it must have been really wet because for it to be like this after 2 years of aging plus 2 years in the bottle, like there's liquor in this.
That's liquor.
Well, I don't know how much the devil share will like affect like the booziness of a beer. I imagine almost none. But this is like when you said there's a flavor hit, when I first take a sip, I just get like sort of spirit. And then when it calms down, then I sort of get that little bit of toasted bread and a little bit of brown sugar and some dried fruit. It's nice enough, but it is thin on the palate. It does sort of wash away quite quickly, and it does leave that sort of numbing spirit kind of finish,
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting one. Any final thoughts before I think we may have beat it to death?
Yeah. I was kind of expecting something else.
I was too. I was expecting a little bit more.
Like based on that description I read, I don't know if this was their first like non like mixed culture beer that they barrel aged. I don't.
Oh,
It seemed like it might have been. So I guess good first attempt, but like
yeah.
I've had better first attempts from other breweries. First attempts. If I said that.
Wasn't it now that you said that their first barrel didn't we do wasn't it a Fox Farm barley wine we did during COVID that Stephen got everyone to for that, and we all were like all excited about it, and they're in the small format bottles, and we did them all remote, and we were not happy about it.
I don't remember.
I think it was a Fox Farm barley wine. I think we were all like, "That's not a barley wine," or that. I think it was like because it was Mike and I think we were. I think it was. I don't know. Yeah, probably remote. Matt was there for sure. Kyle was there for sure. Would have been years ago. But like I remember being like, all of us were like, "This is not what we expected it to be." Now I have to look it up to make sure I'm keeping everyone honest. But we don't have to keep everyone here to wait for me to look at that stuff. Yeah, I don't see anything Fox Farm wise, unless it was a live stream. It may have been a live stream.
No, there's nothing on the live stream. There's
Then what was it?
yeah.
I swear unless it was someone just on someone else's channel or someone only live streamed it on their channel. But
Yeah,
I swear it was a Fox Farm that we were like, oh, that was a shame.
Oh wait, hold on. Nope, that's all the ones.
No one's gonna want to watch us like Google shit. If you're watching on our channel, don't forget to check out Keith over at 93 Lumber.
Yeah, and if you're watching on my channel, don't forget to Jesus Christ over there. Sean and Mike over at Nerdsense.
Down there. And yeah, if we can find that video in question that I'm talking about, I'll remember to link to it someplace at the end of this video.
I will as well.
But yeah, down in the comments on both of wherever you're watching, if you have this agreement, what's your carbonation level? Is it? It's good. It's good, but it's just is it a little hot for you guys too? But yeah, how do you want to close it if there's two channels?
I don't know. We can just end it.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Steven.
Cheers.